unsolved mystery of Herobrine in Minecraft. From creepy sightings to conspiracy theories, let's look at Herobrine's mysterious appearances throughout Minecraft, and stay to the end for my 3 theories on Herobrine's existence. Also, 99 out of 100 people who watch my channel aren't subscribed, so subscribe. I'm begging you. The origins of Herobrine in Minecraft come from a 4chan board, which details Herobrine-themed creepypasta, which is a series of horror-themed myths which circulate the internet. This creepypasta board had a massive description of how the player encountered the mysterious figure alongside a screenshot, the infamous Herobrine picture that has almost become synonymous with Minecraft. This is believed to be the origin of Herobrine in Minecraft's community, as people flock to the page to see a terrifying image of a Minecraft Steve with no pupils staring blankly at the player from a distance. This was supported by the streamer Copeland, who photoshopped a bunch of images to show Herobrine supposedly in vanilla Minecraft. He booted up his stream and applied a texture pack which retextured a painting as Herobrine, then proceeded to appear terrified to his chat at the sight of Herobrine. This continued until Copeland eventually deleted the world, never to play it again for fear of encountering Herobrine once again. Copeland became an advocate of Herobrine and continued far after these events to inspire the myth of Herobrine amongst the Minecraft community. This was done by Copeland because he liked the story and wanted to be a part of the story of Herobrine from as early as possible. An asset to Herobrine, perhaps? Maybe so, but let's keep it moving. The next player to encounter Herobrine was Patimus, who made a video showing a freestanding Herobrine around a lava field. Terrifying? Yes, but kinda badass? Most certainly. 10 out of 10. The Undertaker would be proud. Patimus then ran away to escape Herobrine and saved his game shortly before the stream crashed. When his stream came back up online, Herobrine had mysteriously disappeared. Oh no. Oh, never mind. Patimus was lying the whole time. In fact, he forgot to mute his mic on another stream and described the process through which he hoaxed his stream chat, and that the Herobrine that he had supposedly encountered was in fact completely fraudulent. And as I'm sure you can imagine, the chat absolutely loved that. So what did Patimus do? He faked a game crash. Wow. So Copeland, the vigilante that he was, decided to keep the hoax alive by posting a link to a website where a Steve with frantically rolling eyes dominates the screen, alongside a stream of seemingly incomprehensible text, but decoded, says the following quote. It has been reported that some victims of torture during the act would retreat into a fantasy world from which they could not wake up. In this catatonic state, the victim lived in a world just like their normal one, except they weren't being tortured. The only way that they realized they needed to wake up was a note that they found in their fantasy world. It would tell them about their condition and tell them to wake up. Even then, it would often take months until they were ready to discard their fantasy world and please wake up. How menacing is that? Don't worry though, you guys are definitely in base reality and don't need to wake up, wake up, wake up. Don't worry, I literally cannot die. Copeland went on to confirm the existence of Herobrine for over a year after the event, and Copeland was asked several questions about this event, such as how he thought the community would react after the event and how it impacted his stream. This was after Copeland revealed that all of his material on Herobrine was all completely fake, and he described how he wanted to get involved in the creepypasta because he thought it was cool, and he thought it would be funny to scare some kids. Sure enough, he spiked in popularity alongside Herobrine, and Copeland will be forever remembered as the guy who began the legend of Herobrine. Due to the popularity of Herobrine, it wasn't long before he was embraced by Mojang themselves. But Pronomad, tell me about who Herobrine really was. No. Okay, Herobrine is said to be Notch's dead brother who was a miner. No, not that type of miner. A quarry miner, and has glowing white eyes. He builds 2x2 tunnels, small pyramids in the middle of the ocean, and removes all leaves from trees, and appears to be some sort of virus. He only targets human players and uses redstone torches and builds dungeons to freak out the player. He could be summoned using a Herobrine shrine, which had 9 gold blocks below 4 redstone torches and a lit piece of netherrack. He couldn't kill the player, but only stalk the player. In most cases anyway. There are actually slight discrepancies in the actual behavior of Herobrine because of the several different ways through which players pretended to encounter him. In some videos he could kill you, in others he could fly, and in some he couldn't even move. Very odd. So that's what he did, but what did Mojang do about it?
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
Well, they supposedly removed Herobrine all the way back in 2011, ending the rumors once and for all, but continued to do the exact same thing for the next 9 years, showing Herobrine has plot armor. Additionally, Herobrine made multiple media appearances, but they weren't traditional media appearances like the Jimmy Fallon show or anything. He was hidden in plain sight. His first was in a wedding weekend promo for Minecraft, where he can be seen in the background. Not the most romantic figure, but I mean sure. He was also in the official Minecon trailer made by Hackfilms. He was later noticed in the Xbox section of Minecon on a background board. Next comes a biggie, so get ready. Mojang made a statue. Yes, and gave it away to a user named Zaralith, who correctly answered the question, how many Fable games are there? Whoever answers this question first in the comments gets pinned. Zaralith still has the statue. Well, I wouldn't have that in my house. Unless I had a death wish. What the hell? He was also on Minecraft's Facebook page. Cool story, bro. Needs more guns and shit. So really, Mojang kind of liked the story of Herobrine because it introduced him into the fold of Minecraft subtly. I guess it's good marketing practice, but there has to be other reasons why they loved him so much they made a statue for him. Weirdos. Anyway, the fun part, ladies and gentlemen, the theories. Oh baby, the 3 theories I have are absolute zingers. So here we go. The first theory is a creepypasta theory, which claims that Herobrine is real and is deeply embedded in the code of Minecraft. This theory is what some players like Copeland would like you to believe, which is that even to this day, it is possible to encounter Herobrine in vanilla Minecraft, and that Mojang have been trying constantly for over a decade now to get rid of him, but he just can't be removed, like a virus. This theory is more or less refuted by the entirety of the Minecraft community because of the lack of evidence provided by players like Copeland to categorically prove the existence of Herobrine. But there is always that glimmer of a chance that Herobrine is actually real and stalks the player to this day, which could be quite scary. This theory also mentions the fact that Herobrine is in fact Notch's dead brother, which Notch has firmly denied since Herobrine first came to light, claiming he never had a brother in the first place and wasn't from a mining family at all. There are several holes in this theory, such as the fact that every Herobrine that has ever been discovered was probably just a retexture of a block from Minecraft in some sort of texture pack. But if he is real and you encounter him, please let me know. Thanks. The second theory is the Mojang theory, my personal favorite theory, not because it's the most likely, but it's the most fun. This theory dictates that Mojang created Herobrine for the sake of garnering publicity for the game and were completely complicit in the promotion of Herobrine amongst chat forums at the time. This theory also aims to explain Mojang's embracing of the Herobrine character with the Minecon Easter eggs, the banners with him hidden in the background on Facebook, and even the actual Herobrine statue, almost like Mojang were endorsing Herobrine and actively trying to push his name out to the public subtly to create a mystery around vanilla survival Minecraft. They also could have asked Copeland and Patimus to stream content of themselves encountering him in order to further promote the game and create even more of a mystery around him. I don't think this theory is true, to be completely honest, but wouldn't it be cool if it came out that Mojang were in on it the whole time? Absolutely hell yeah. The last theory is the boring crybaby theory, which is that Herobrine is a hoax and that players like Copeland just liked the original creepypasta and wanted to be a part of it. I don't want this theory to be real, but it's by far the most likely. But even if this is the case, there are still some questions provided. For example, why would Mojang take the whole Herobrine thing under their wing in the first place? For a joke? I don't know, this just seems a little too simple in my eyes, but really, Mojang have some explaining to do if this is the case. Because I struggle to see how they could get away with endorsing such a terrifying and creepy figure in a kid's game.
I will send you to Jesus.
Or maybe I'm the idiot with the tinfoil hat who needs to go outside. Either way, it's a fascinating way to discuss the legend of Herobrine through all of his theories. I love the second one about Mojang creating Herobrine for publicity, but I find it hard to believe, especially after seeing the mounting evidence for the last theory. What's your theory on Herobrine? Let me know in the comments below. Despite theories, evidence, and testimonies, Herobrine in Minecraft still remains categorically unsolved. Okay, thanks for watching. Subscribe!